Now that was actually one way of doing it. I'm going to show you guys a different way using Loft to create the box. Let's say we do have that shape that we designed before, but what we're going to do is create two rectangles for it, front and back, and then use a spline to show it the path. So let me show an example of how it's done. I'm going to go on the side. Since I know this height is actually, oops, create bikes. Let's see. I gotta go open the older one so I can see the sizes. That's fine. It is 30 and 42. I'll show them that. So I'm going to create a box that's D enter 30 by 42, and over here it's going to be actually 48. This is our depth. So again, rectangle D enter 30 by 48, and do one more here. That's going to be D enter 42 by 48. Now they're all on the X and Y coordinate top view. I have to rotate them to place them here and here, make it a 3D object. To do that, we'll go to Modify, 3D Operations, 3D Rotate, select that object, we'll rotate over the green axis, select this object, space, since I'm back in that same command, rotate it around, and then I'm going to move it to position. Move it over here, and move the other one over here. Yep, looks like they were both not rotated correctly. That's okay, I can fix that. Go to Modify, 3D Operations, 3D Rotate, select both, and then I rotate them this way. And then all I have to do is move them, and we have a perfect match. Now I'm going to go back to my top view. What I'm going to do next is a little bit different. I'm going to use the spline command to make a more smooth shape, if you want to call it that way. So I'm going to use the spline. I'm going to select from the center here for the end. Select that, select the middle over here, select that, that. And I got something like that. Actually, I should probably keep the front square. So I'm going to readjust it. Alright. So you guys can see my spline is a little smoother. And if I really want to, I can even adjust that to make it inside using the Z-axis, like so. I'm going to change my coordinates to I think it's left view. Left view. Yep. And I'm going to mirror this down using that center of or midpoint of that rectangle. Where are you? Oh, it's not playing fair. It's actually, I'm going to 3D rotate this so I can get a better view of it. Don't worry if I'm going too fast. I'm going to go over this one more time. Even though my snap is all the way on the left side, it's still hitting the midpoint. It's actually selecting the midpoint on that line. I know it's weird, but you just have to trust it. See, it did do it. Now I have these two cool shapes. Now I'm going to use the Loft command. You type it in, or you can go to Home, Loft, select the box, select the other box. You type space, then you put into Path, or actually Guides, because we have two. You use both splines as guides. Oh, I should have created one more and use that one too. So again, Loft, front, back, space, go to G for guides, select, select, and select. Or actually, we need one more. Because I forgot to get the last one, and this is what happens if I don't have it. Go to conceptual. It curves that one side. The other side's fine, but the first side's wrong. So I got to delete that, or undo it. Go to Loft, select that, create a line first, since I'm missing that. Now I can go to Loft, front, back, enter, G for guides, spline, spline, side, side. Done. You can't see it because it's solid, but if I go to visual view, conceptual, you can see my cool new motorcycle container. Now if you want it smoother, you can add fillets to it. Fillet, R, enter, about 6 inches maybe, to here, 6 inches on the spline, 6 inches to this spline. I hope it doesn't freeze. Let's see again. Try to get fillet. Oh no, wrong one. Fillet, spline, enter. Actually, you gotta take the solid object, not the spline. The spline is actual line. Might have to just delete it. Or I'm gonna actually move it over. There we go. Okay, get these edges too. And I'm gonna get the back 3. Now I have a much smoother object. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to change this object into an actual mesh model. I'm going to take the object, click smooth object. I am in my mesh. Actually, no, that was home. Home has the mesh toolbar too. Actually, mesh has that. Home has the mesh toolbar, and mesh has most all the tools for meshing. So I'm going to add smooth object. It's going to ask me, do you want to create mesh? Yes. Now it is a mesh with all these parts. It's a lot of parts, but that's okay. Select that. I'm going to add a crease to the bottom because I want to keep the bottom smooth. Add crease. Select the bottom. Gotta select a couple parts because you can see that there's a few of these. They're split up during the mash. Actually, it's really hard to select them. So what you can do is merge the faces. Yeah, select that. Select that. Select that. So once I'm done, it becomes one face instead of many different faces. I think ooh, there's a few of them here. Almost done. I think I selected one too many. Yep. There we go. Just selected it. Done. Uh-oh. Oh man, I missed one, so now it's screwed up the whole time. You know, I'm gonna do something different. That's a lot of work on that one. Instead of doing that, I'm just gonna do this fillet. Actually, I'm just gonna add a crease just to the middle, because that's all really we need is the middle. And these 4 pieces right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, that's a crease. I have a value. So now if I select the object and I smooth it out more, it doesn't affect the bottom. Okay, that's as smooth as it can get. I know it looks like there's errors there, but that's fine. It's just the shape it is. Those are fine. Should be fine. Yeah, it just looks weird. So now if I rotate it, you can see the bottom is flat. And actually kind of looks like a car shape. So if you really wanted to, you could design a car that way too. And then once we have that done, we can convert it to a solid. Convert to solid. Hope my computer doesn't crash. 6, 12%, 18%. Don't give up. Oh crap. It's still not responding. Cancel it. And I lost my computer.